Hey friends, welcome back to my studio. I thought you might like to tag along. I'm going to paint my very first lion. Look at this face. I'll link this reference photo in the video description. Isn't that fun? I love all the long fur. I'm going to paint the background primarily burnt umber and yellow oxide. So burnt umber, yellow oxide. I might put a little black and white in it too, probably a little white in it. And then I'm also going to use, well here's that, wait a minute, I'm getting ahead of myself, titanium white, Mars black, and then I'm gonna put some quinacridone out so I can make some rusty browns and maybe a little hint of pink on the nose. Okay, let's have some fun. Let's chat for just a bit. If you don't have yellow oxide, just put a little burnt umber in your yellow and make a yellow oxide. I really only, whoops, I'm gonna reach here for my reference photo. I'm really only concerned about the background in the top left corner, across the top, and then down the right side. But I painted the whole background just so I'm painting on a darker background when I paint the lion. So I'm most concerned about these areas, and I made this darker brown just to mix it up. This is more straight up yellow oxide, and some of the, it almost is like a baby poop brown. I don't know how it looks on video. And I did not use any of the white because I really like the richness and the warmth of this background. Okay, so then you'll notice it kind of changes just a little bit in the time lapse. Because what I'm doing is, well here, can you see that it's thin right here? And then, I don't know if you can see like little pops of white canvas. Of course, I don't really care that that's happening right here because I'm going to paint the lion over it. But I'll go over it 2 or 3 times. Whoops, here, I'm going to move my palette. I'll go over the areas I'm concerned about 2 or 3 times to get good coverage. Even though I put on a lot of paint in the first, I don't know if you could tell in the time lapse, I put on a lot of paint. And then sometimes as you turn it, you'll catch some places where the canvas is peeking through. I think what happens, I'm like 90% sure, is that when the acrylic paint dries, it shrinks. And so then it leaves little white specks. Sometimes I'll take the brush and even kind of jab it right into the canvas to kind of push the paint down into the texture. Oh, I used a 1-inch 25mm Royal and Langnickel. It's their Zen line. It's a filbert. You could use absolutely anything. I've used flat brushes. I've used really inexpensive chipboard brushes. Okay, I think that's about it. I used up most of the paint puddles I put out. I ended up mixing a little bit more of that one. Put out a little bit more burnt umber. So I guess I used all the burnt umber and almost all the yellow oxide. It's dry, it's fall here. I'm in the middle of the United States. But since it's getting late, I might as well just wait till tomorrow before I put my traceable on. And I'm just gonna use the photo as a traceable. Okay guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Hey friends, I thought I'd pop in and talk about what the heck I'm doing and thinking. I just thought I was videoing and I wasn't, so my apologies. I took a little really thin, straight up yellow oxide with some water. You can kind of see the puddle there. And I just painted right over the eyes. And because I had that lighter area under there, those eyes could be done depending on the fur around the eyes. So I better stop messing with them. So sorry about that. Here, maybe you want a closer look. So I had a light, not quite white, but a lighter area that I painted, and I just came over it with one color. Isn't that neat? And then I'll probably come back with some shadow. I just need to get more done. So what the heck am I doing? I'm using a number 1 round from Artist Loft. Yep, I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of dark here. So my phone is right next to my face, so it's hard for me to see what you guys see. Here, I'm starting to catch on. There we go. And I'm drawing like I'm drawing with colored pencils, but with paint. Because I don't want to lose these markings just yet. I don't know how loose I'm going to paint this. And I've gone a lot darker because I have quite a dark background. But I can come back. So this shape right here is quite dark. But on my lion, can you see that? Ah, hang on. Oh. There. So that shape, hopefully you're not getting too much glare, is similar to that shape. I didn't paint it quite the same, but I can come back with bigger brush and just paint right over it. And then if I lose it, I can put some of it back in to soften it. But I just don't want to lose the markings right now because I've never painted a lion before. I was a little nervous. And so I'm just I'm basically using my traceable and drawing, sketching with paint instead of like colored pencil or a regular pencil. And now I'm starting to take, this is a 5/8 inch brush, number 10 from Craft Smart. A little bigger than a 1/2 inch. And I'm just putting in some of the lighter areas of where the mane is on the lion. So this area right here. And I'm going to do that with the rest of this. I'm going to put in, I love that he's got some dark up here. I was looking at lion photos and they vary quite a bit. They have a lot of different personalities. I really like that. I love the mouth on this one. I love the angle, which is one of the reasons why I picked it. The nose, I've put some pink in the nose. It's way too much pink, but I can knock it back. Put a little pink here, put a little pink there. I don't know if you can even see it. But anyway, I'm going to start working on the mane a little bit and find some of those shapes. I think that gets us up to speed. I think I already mentioned that I put out quinacridone magenta. I mixed quinacridone magenta with the yellow oxide and made a pretty rusty orange. Black, burnt umber and black mix right there, so I have a little bit darker brown. Yellow oxide and burnt umber mix right there. Yellow oxide and white right there. And then this is yellow oxide white and a little bit of black for a grayer. All right, so at some point I'm gonna have to decide where my light's coming from, but right now I'm finding the structure and I'm hoping, like, this is quite nice. I mean, you could do a loose painting and not do all the layers, you know what I mean? You could kind of sketch it in. For some reason, Don Quixote, I think it's Pablo Picasso, comes to mind, where he just did a guy on a horse. I'll link it in this video's description. It's very sketchy. It's just black paint on white. So you don't have to go as far as I go with some of these paintings. Okay, guys, I just thought it was about time to pop in. I'll be back in a bit. I've pretty much, I kind of want to fix, I want to fix a lot of things, but I've pretty much found all the landmarks, and you could call this done. I put white here so I could see, I'm going to have, sorry guys, lots of thoughts. I put white here, there, and there, so I could kind of see how white I can go before I get like this too light. I'm going to have the light coming from over here, so I think I want to glaze or add, I might emphasize like this a little bit more, and that'll push this side of the face back. Even though, here, let's show you my reference photo. Even though it's pretty soft light, because like this, I don't know if you can see it. This, oh shoot. This, here, if I point with a pencil, this is as lighter than this. But I think I'm going to leave this a little darker, have this side of the chin be lighter, even though this isn't much darker. But see, like in the eye, this eye's light, underneath the eye is lighter. So I think I'm going to see how I like that. Kind of, right now the face is kind of flat. But I can also go in and like blur out some of these lines a little bit. I worked on the eyes some more, not so much the eyelashes, but the eyeball. And I made it darker up here. Just give it a little more, give it a little more depth. I think I changed the nose a little bit. I added some little, might play with that some more. I think I'm just going to give it a little more depth. And just see if I can shape that face a little bit. Keep it darker here. I definitely think maybe lighten it up. Kind of like right in this area. Catch the nose. Okay, well I'm going to quit for tonight and I'll be back tomorrow. What do you think? I think I'm done. I keep messing with this area, making it lighter, darker. I'm gonna leave it. I took a bigger brush, a 1/2 inch, and kind of smoothed out some of the hair. I'm pretty sure it's fur. It's the mane of the lion. I'm pretty sure you call it fur, but it's hair. Anyway, I smoothed it out. I added almost white in a couple of spots, keeping this a little darker. I'm looking at it on the video. Oh yeah, that works. When I look into my phone, I can see the pops of white. I added whiskers, which I just love the whiskers. Brought up the white on the nose. That looks pretty white. And then the other thing I did, I glazed this a little darker than it is in the reference photo, just to kind of push his head back a little bit. I think I like it. Here. Oh, and then the other thing I did is I added a little straight up cad yellow on this eye, just to make it glow just a little bit more. Take a look at the bottom. Put a couple dots on the nose. It's really fun for me to add like little hairs that come over. Just a few. I think that's fun. I made the nose a little browner. Yeah, I think I like that the head pushes back. So I'm trying to straighten it. Straighten it so it's square with the video. Isn't that fun? Oh, here, did get a chance to look at the eyes? Yeah, I like the yellow in this eye. Don't have to. You could use the yellow oxide. I just thought that might be a neat little, just a little more glow. His eyes don't have that much glow. And it's not exact. If you look at this, my painting isn't exact. But it's fun. I like the brush strokes. It's really fun. I will link, I did a video on sort of how to paint fur, and I paint little patches of fur with different brushes and show that. Plus I have plenty of other animal videos too that you can check out. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. I super appreciate you tagging along with me. It's really fun for me when I get to connect with you. Great, big, happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.